Hey, what's going on? Keith from Trigger Happy. I'm going to take a look at a Bersa Thunder 380. This is the concealed carry version. Basically, it's very similar to the regular Thunder 380, but it's marked concealed carry, and it takes a lot of the features and kind of mutes some of those and makes them easier to carry, easier to draw, easier to conceal. And I'll kind of roll in the other gun. You can see it laying here in the background and show you some of those features. But as far as the gun goes, the Thunder 380 is a very reliable, very nice and well-made gun for a pretty good price. These retail under the $350 point for the most part, unless you get a different finish or something on these, then it can change the price a little bit. As far though as the gun itself, it is a hammer-fired, double-action, single-action gun, and it looks very similar to the standard Thunder 380, but you can see here they take a lot of things and just kind of shorten them up, tighten them up. Starting, with the grip itself. The beaver tail here is cut down. It's rounded off. Still quite comfortable in your hand, but there's definitely not as much there as there is on the standard Thunder 380. You also notice that the hammer is recessed. You can still cock it, but it doesn't stick out like a regular hammer would, so it doesn't catch on anything if you were to draw it. Other things, even like the safety decocker mechanism is just kind of rounded off. The slide lock is a lot more, rounded, shorter, not as much to hang up there as well. Even looking at the grips, you'll notice that it's a thinner gun. The grip panels are definitely thinner. They're smoother. They do have a little raised bump pattern here to them. It does make getting to the magazine release a little easier. As with the standard Thunder 380, none of the controls are ambidextrous. It's all set up for right-handed shooter. Magazine release, safety decocker, and the slide lock are all on the left-hand side. Trigger is phenomenal in this gun. As I said on my review for the standard Thunder 380, the single action is very good. Not a lot of bring up. It's a little harder pull maybe in single action than some, but it's still very nice. The double action is very long and quite hard. But, unless you're going to have it on your first shot being in single or double action, you're never going to use it. So it's really not that necessary. Also, take a look. The sights are extremely low profile, almost no sights to speak of at all, but they still managed to get 3 dots on there, unlike some of the other 380 belly guns where you can't even see the sights at all and there's definitely no dots on there. You could still potentially use those, but boy, going to be really difficult to do compared to the standard Thunder 380, which are still quite low profile, but not nearly as low as on the concealed carry version. I actually think you get an extra round on this. Comes with an 8-round double stack magazine. You'll notice it does not have the pinky extension on there, but I still managed to get my third finger. I have kind of short but fat fingers, and I still managed to get my third finger on there. So not a real issue there. I like that a lot. And it does have indentations here for your finger grooves, where the standard one does not, but I can get more of my finger on there because of that pinky extension. But I believe this is only a 7-round magazine, so you actually get larger capacity on the concealed carry version. As far as the decocker goes, functions fine. There you go. So now, if you were going to carry it hot, you can go back to your double action. You could leave the safety on. You could leave the I have to go down a little further there. And that essentially deadens the trigger when the safety is on. So it's kind of a long safety, you notice there? I mean, that's in the safe position. Going to go all the way up. So it's kind of a long maneuver there, but not a big deal. Nothing to complain about. These guns are accurate, but they're going to be a little more difficult to shoot, like I said, because of the sights. But you'll find that the accuracy is top notch. The recoil is light because it's a steel gun. And, for the price point, they are a little bit more, usually maybe $10 to $15 more than the standard Thunder 380, but it's an excellent value, very good gun. Bersa Thunder 380, check them out in the concealed carry version. One more thing, this little button here That is actually a keyed lock, so you can lock out the slide. You know, not something that I'm going to use, but some people might want to. No problem with that there. So ergonomically, very nice gun, well made, good price. What more can you ask for in a concealed carry gun? Check it out. We'll see you next time. This is Keith from Trigger Happy. Have a good one.